as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Pirates will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So South Carolina's offense will get the football first. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because...
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Trying play action. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. The Pirates offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Pirates have their offense in high gear. The give out of the gun. Across the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Touchdown, Pirates! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Gardner. Here's a heat. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires to the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Pirates will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Pulls in the deep ball. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Oh, he's got a chance. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
What a weapon this guy is, right? Tight end position. Not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's cheap. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Pirates have it with a 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to run it in. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Loss on first down, increase the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Touchdown, ECU! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the deep
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker just short of the goal line. Might be looking to run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Parrish. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Pirates come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He makes the grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they go back on top. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Parrish. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Pirates come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Right back to the well. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's got it on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, East Carolina! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Rides the back on the option, the give. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides to back and leaves it. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Gamecocks are on the move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you knew he was going to take a step back, because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Looking to pass, it's Gardner. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Quick handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Louisiana is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about down on the Bayou for some time. They're up by 17 over Navy. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, better look out. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Ford. Caught over the middle. It's Cheek. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might be calling a hot route. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they've regained the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Boom. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Handoff from the gun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Grab near the sticks, it's Tipton. Still running at the 40. Racing down the left side. The tag, touchdown Gamecocks. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of 1st downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's cheap. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
Let's go.
They just keep firing. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Parrish. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Works the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. He'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. The quarterback takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack